Pavel, you know June, right?
I do. Yes, Mancha's wife. How you doing, June?
Perfect dynamic duo, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. June, thanks for being on. I appreciate you.
Thanks.
All right, so let's get started. June runs the whole marketing side for me, and she's extremely talented. And let me point out, she is not for hire. June, just putting that out there from the beginning.
Yeah, last time you had did a webinar with Tristan, we've had so many people reaching out asking, is June available? Is June, can she be hired out? I said, no, she's not.
That's the best.
Oh yeah.
She's awesome, and she's super sweet and extremely talented. So I'm going to show you, well, she's going to show you, I'm just going to ask questions, what she does for us and how she's able to create the graphics through the tools that she uses, how she edits, and more importantly, how she does this in scale so that you can then take a look at what the possibilities are for your virtual assistant running your social media or your marketing department or wherever you see this fitting into your world. So June, first, thanks for being on again. Where would you say for somebody looking to hire a virtual assistant or a marketing director, where would you say they need to start in order to do this right? Because I find that most marketing people don't know how to do this for social media and bring this into real estate or creating flyers or doing all of that. Where do you typically go to make sure that you're quarterbacking all of this correctly?
Yep. First off, I think most of the people doesn't know this, but most of the social media content creator are actually just there to implement the documenting or the procedures that you already have. They are actually not strategists. So if you want to diversify your business in terms of social media or online presence, need to have or you need to document your procedures for your virtual assistant first. But
Okay.
if you want to have both in place, like you need to hire somebody who already have like who are already seasoned as a social media strategist. Like they can create the social media strategy for you at the same time implement them.
Okay. So June, I have a question on that.
Mhm.
You're saying that they need to have like a strategy behind that. Before you and I started to work together, which was about a year, just a little over a year ago, you already had that created and outlined because I didn't have to show you anything. You were like you already had this, right?
Right.
Do you have that in place right now so you can show people, hey, look, this is how it looks and this is how I manage everything? Because you always impress me when I'm looking at the backside of everything because you make it flow so smoothly.
Yep. Let me show you my screen.
Excellent. This is where the magic always happens. You and Manch always impress me here,
Yep.
especially with
So,
Baby Yoda.
sorry, that's for the Fun Friday
I love that.
Fun Friday posting. So for TNA, how it looks like is that when I actually joined TNA, there's already a strategy in place. I just have to jump in from time to time, like inject my personal taste on how I do the graphics. The strategy that we have here is every Monday we do mindful quotes or posts. So it can be motivational or any quotes from entrepreneur or inspirational for realtors. So the strategy here that we have in place for TNA is that we have defined the regular task first, like
Okay.
is it gonna be a daily posting? Is it gonna be just Monday to Friday? And then second is we actually define the process, and this is how what our process is like.
And
We
June,
create
I just want to interrupt you really quick. June is using something called ClickUp, and it's very similar to Trello, but it's a lot deeper, and the functionalities are deeper. So you see how she has like a Kanban board up there, which is to do, in progress, and ready to post. That's what she's referring to on this one. All right, June, go back.
Yep. So again, the first thing you have to do is to create a regular task like the date or the day of the week where your social media strategist or content creator will do all the social media post creation. Like for me, it works like every Thursday. That's the day of the week where I create the content. Simply because Friday, that's the time that Myra, my boss, will check the options, the um, if it's aligned to what we discussed, aligned to the process. We also have to define who your target audience are before you create your content. So with the process wise, this is how we do it. Um, all of the content, um, like the raw content that you have on mind, like if you see something nice and you'd like to recreate them, we put it under to-do list. And all of the things that you already that you think would be helpful, like um any posting that is currently trending, and you'd like to do that kind of post for your company.
Mhm.
Everything that you think of, like the raw file, it goes to
Okay.
to-do list. And then all of the social contents that you already created,
Mhm.
you have to put it in progress. So
Okay.
once it's already in progress, that's the time that you tagged
Mhm.
whoever needs to check the content that you created. And
Mhm.
then she or he will be notified that you already moved all of the social media contents that you created, and it's ready for checking.
Okay.
And once it's ready for checking, they check it, and all is good, nothing to comment on, nothing to polish or edit. Then they need to move it to the ready to post board.
All right.
So here, sorry, once it's already on ready to post board, that's the time that I will get a prompt that it's ready to post, and I will pre-schedule them on. I actually use business creator for this, but they can also use other scheduling tool. So this is the process that we currently have in place in order to make sure that all of the posts that we have for TNA is in line with our strategy, which is Mindful Monday, that
Okay.
then Tip Tuesday. This is realtor tips for um, buying and selling tips. And then
Okay.
for Wednesday, we do Which One Wednesday post.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of look like this. We It's actually an engagement post because we tend to ask the audience
Mm-hmm.
um of which one they prefer, like
Ooh, I
part
like
of
that.
or part of the process. So that's Which One's Wednesday. And
Okay.
then for Thursday post, it's actually a combination of let me get you an example.
I want to know, June, when you're going to post Baby Yoda.
Oh, this was actually for Friday.
All right.
So for Thursday, it's buying or selling process. So you get to sorry, versus rent post anything that could um encourage people to buy instead of renting. That's for Thursday. And then every Friday we do the fun stuffs, like this one Fun Friday post.
Okay.
So that's Baby Yoda post, like.
June, you find these and you create these, right? It's not like we're sending you this stuff.
Yes. As a social media creator and strategist, you need to be creative on how you will be able to implement and how you will be able to catch audience attention. It's not like it's not just the design,
Yeah.
but it's overall content that you have
Okay.
to create for
So
your client.
let's go on that because I want you to I want you to share with us where you go to be able to create this. like Canva, or what do you use? But while you're looking for that, I want to share my screen so I can share with people what you're using right now to post, because I'm going to unshare your screen to give you some time to look for what tools you use. I'm going to go to the back end of Facebook. It's called Facebook Creator Studio. And this is what June uses. You can see at the very top here, you have Facebook and Instagram, right? You're able to go between both. This is free. If you got Facebook, you got Instagram. And what June does, she goes to the Instagram one here, and then on the left here, you see the calendar? Then we're able to see what we've posted, what this looks like, and we can jump between the ones that we work on. This is mine, so you can see everything that's happening. This is the Tristan and Associates one, right? But you can see that when all of a sudden when we go to the Tristan and Associates one, it looks more organized. That's because June takes care of it. When you go to mine, it doesn't look that great, right? Because I kind of run my own on the side. But you can see here everything that she's done when it's been posted, and it just looks a lot smoother, and Facebook would look the same way. So I highly recommend that you start using Creator Studio, kind of like what June is doing, to help you out. So I wanted to share that with people because I know you gravitate to that. June, what are the other tools that you use to make your magic?
Yep. For content inspiration, because this is actually the tough part. Most of the time you will run out of ideas. It's not just like, oh, for me, what works is that I study what the industry is about, and then I jot down some keywords or key points that I need to search on and start building my content there. And also I research on groups. It's actually easy for me to come up with specific topic because of the help of getting into or being joined to a lot of real estate groups. Like normally I will check the current posts and what are they talking about, and from that I build my social media posts for the entire week, because they are all of them are actually talking about it, so it will generate a lot of engagement. So aside from Facebook groups, I also do research on Instagram. So as I've said, I always jot down some keywords. So from there, I will search some hashtags, some real estate related hashtags that can actually help me think of what would be on my next post.
Hmm,
Aside
I
from
love it.
that, Facebook pages, Instagram, hashtag search. You can also get your content ideas from Pinterest. So all you have to do is search there. You can recreate the post, and you can also um, create it totally different from just get the sense of it and then create your own out of the idea that you saw on Pinterest. So those are some of the places where I got where I normally get my content ideas from when I ran of ideas. And then for creation, um, as a social media creator, content creator, you don't really have to have a lot of platforms, or you don't have to really be an expert on all of the content platforms.
Mhm.
All you have to do is to be an expert on one, which I am on Canva. So for most of my social media creation
Mhm.
or contents, I create them using Canva because I know how to use it well. I know where to go to, the places where I can get the icons, get the images. You just need to master one of the platform and build all of your design from there. But if there are things that you can't do with Canva, like before, they don't have like a feature of deleting the background. It's also good to have like a basic knowledge on how to use other platforms like Adobe Photoshop. I'm only amateur on Adobe, but on Canva, I can say that I am already on expert level because I'm using it on a daily basis. So
Nice.
those are the two platforms I'm using for the content creation.
Okay.
For videos, I'm using Filmora.
Film.
Just edit the, yep.
Let me put that into the comments here. Film. And what do you use that for?
It's for short videos or any video editing. But I don't normally do videos like because we have video team who's doing the video edits for us already. So
Yeah.
um just in case, or in case that any client requires us to like recreate a video or shorten the video or get a clip from this video to get posted as an IGTV or as a reel on Instagram, that's where I cut the videos in. Like,
Oh, okay. And you use Filmora to cut those videos and put those out. Got it.
and
Perfect.
then for video captioning, I use headliners for that. Like, because it auto creates a caption, but you still have to check if the captions are correct. Because sometimes
And what do you use for that one?
headliner.
Headliner. Can you go to that and show me on your screen? Because I don't think I've seen that one, June.
Oh, let me just log in.
Oh, look at that. I didn't use that one before. I've used you know which one I've used? I've used subtitles with a Z. So this headliner. I like
Yeah.
headliner.
For headliners, all you have to do is to create. You can create your audiograms. This is where I'm creating your audiograms before, and then you can also create a full video episode here. You can also, this is where you can automatically generate you or transcribe your video captions, and you can also get video podcast notification, and also download it there and post it on your social media. Say for instance for lab coats, because I'm posting lab coats podcast as well on Jeff's Instagram. So
Mhm.
this is where you will be getting all the lab coats podcast. It is already automated. All you have to do is to select which one you'd like to download. You still have to listen to it because sometimes it will only capture not really important part of the podcast, so you have to listen and then you can export it, and then once it's downloaded, you can already have it posted on your social media accounts.
And does the animation work? Can you press play? I want to see how this works.
Yep. Let me just
That
You
way.
said it. You said people say, "Hell, Hank, let's face reality."
That's
Okay.
so cool. I love that. It's a lot, you know what? It's a lot easier than I imagined it would be, but you've got all the right tools. That makes the difference, June.
If you have like if you really want to if you have a favorite or you're following a specific podcast and you'd like to get some clips from that, or you love a short clips and you'd like to share to your social media audience, this is the platform that you can automate those podcasts to.
Got it. Got it. All right. So a lot of people also wonder, well, how does it work on this? And where do you post this one? Do you also post it to other places besides Instagram and Facebook, or just Instagram and Facebook? Where do you gravitate to, June?
Yeah, you can also post it on LinkedIn. It's just that on LinkedIn you cannot pre-schedule videos yet unless you are using Buffer. Sorry. For we have a lot of platform that you can use to pre-schedule your social media stuffs. But for if you would like to only post on your Facebook and Instagram, Facebook Creator Studio is the go-to application for that, because it whatever you post on Instagram, it automatically goes to your Facebook as well. But
Okay.
if you'd like to manage or every single post that you want that you created for Instagram and Facebook, you'd like it to go to your other social media platforms like Twitter, um, LinkedIn and Twitter. You can also use different platforms like Hootsuite,
Okay.
Buffer. Those two is my actually highly recommended application because I've already tested them out.
Do we,
They're
June, I don't even know the answer to this, but do we use Hootsuite? I don't even know what we use.
We we do have a Hootsuite account, but for TNA, I don't use Hootsuite because it has a lot of what do you call the setup process. It has to be like it's tedious. Like you have to approve it from your end. I need a
Oh yeah,
code.
I remember that.
Everyone to share their password on their Facebook if they don't know how to make me an admin on their Facebook
Yeah, it's not
account.
easy. Is that
If
why
you
you
want,
gravitate to creator instead from Instagram and Facebook? Is that why?
yes, that's why.
Got it. All right, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, so you use creator for Instagram and Facebook, which I showed you guys. You use Phil, what was that other one? Filmora?
Oh no, for pre-scheduling,
Yeah.
scheduling tools, you can use Facebook Creator
Okay.
Studio for Instagram and Facebook, and
Hootsuite
then
buffer.
for other aside for all of your social media accounts aside from Instagram and Facebook, if you'd like to also manage that, you can use Hootsuite and Buffer.
That's right. All right.
We also have later.com, which also does the same thing um, on what Buffer and Hootsuite does. We have
Okay.
later.com that also. For,
Later. Okay, so buffer, Hootsuite, and later. Now, I have a question for you because you also shared with me a little bit ago, like an Excel sheet that has all of the social media posts for, yeah, that one.
yep.
So
So
look,
we have
a lot of
two
people
system.
don't have this stuff, right? They don't have creator, they don't have anything. So I want you to show people the possibility of just using Google Sheets or Excel. How do you do this?
Yeah, if you are really not a tech savvy and you want to go to old way of doing your social media stuff. So this is the way to go. So what you have to do is to just label them accordingly. So your social media manager will know where to put their stuffs in, like the images, the date where you'd like it posted, then your caption, and then this is the place where whoever runs the social media checking can can approve or not approve the post and specific reason why it's not approved or what needs to get changed.
Mhm.
Then this one is for the hashtag because for we are doing like a specific post for a specific day. So we normally use the same hashtag and then we'll just add some hashtag into it related to what we posted. Say for instance for this one, it's about success. So if we would like to use the same set of hashtags, we'll just need to add success on the existing hashtags that we have.
Where do you get your hashtags from typically?
Um, we have hashtag generator, but for us to be more authentic, we need to think of our own hashtags. Like you can
Yeah.
use hashtag generators, but for ours, we actually do it by ourselves. Like me and Myra is actually the one who think of our own hashtags,
Ooh, I
depending
like
on
that.
what
I
the
like
post
that.
is about.
All right, I like that. And June, a lot of people are probably wondering, like, damn, you're really good. How the hell do I find somebody like you? Well, look, it took a while for June to get here, right? It wasn't like overnight. So I think the idea behind this is to show you what somebody working at a high level can do for you, but you have to start at some point somewhere, and not everyone that you hire will be at this position. Just know that if you give them time, they are trained to be able to get here. And June has become my friend. So, I mean, her and her husband are my friends, and I enjoy talking to them and texting with them all day. We send gifts to each other. We make fun of Monch all day, her husband. Um, I think that the key to hiring anybody, virtual staff, in-house staff, is really just to make them feel like you're connected. And there's sometimes that there's a big gap there where, and I'm glad Pavel's on now because sometimes you don't have that. It's like you treat these other human beings like they're just a piece of technology, and and they're not.
No, it's not. That's absolutely not. And they're becoming part of your team, part of your organization, and it's very important to keep that in mind. This is not somebody you just give task and forget about them and think they're going to come back and give you the ready and willing task. But you got to work with them with this. Looks like we have a question here from Joanna McDaniel.
What's up,
She's
Joanna?
asking, she's asking, what are the general cost of hiring Virtudesk V? Where does one start? And a general cost is the rate starts for $9.10 an hour to hire somebody from Virtudesk. How you start? You can go to myvirtudesk.com. That's myvirtudesk.com, or you can just Google Virtudesk or send a DM to myself or Tristan. We'll get you connected with one of our sales consultants to discuss how to get it started. Yeah.
A lot of people are asking that. So June, you really opened a lot of eyes. Thanks for being on. We appreciate you. I love you and your husband. So thank you for being awesome. Thanks, June.